Well, you know the score by now. Bath City, Staines Town, the Massive, and Oxford United all through, and now just one game away from the mythical land of the third round. Now, Oxford's division, the Blue Square Premier, or the Conference, to those of you who simply refuse to move with the times, is packed with clubs who think they can cut it with the big boys. This afternoon, they were invited to prove it.
League One side Hartlepool started as favourites against Conference team Kettering, and early on they seemed to be justifying that role. Their first chance came very early for Dennis Bayhan. Goalkeeper Lee Harper saved. And Kettering are a good cup side. Last season they reached the fourth round and they appear to enjoy the drama. Moses Ashikodi certainly made the most of his big moment as he scored the all-important goal for the underdogs. And they didn't just settle for one. Home goalkeeper Scott Flinders had to be alert to stop a second goal from Ashikodi on the break this time in first half stoppage time. The second half, though, belonged to Poole, but they must be sick of the sight of Mark Cooper. He was in charge of Tamworth when they created a cup upset in 2005, and he was back to haunt them again in this season's tournament as manager of Kettering.
A fantastic performance from us. We defended fantastically well, and we missed a good chance just on half-time to go 2-0 up, which would have made it a lot less frantic at the end. But I'm over the moon with that performance.
Anyone in particular you'd like in the next round?
Staines is close to home.
Yeah, because he's 4 hours back now, isn't it? That's no fun.
It's close to home. I can meet the team there.
Well, what a sickener for Luton right there at the death. But let's go back to the top. I mean, they'll be dancing in the streets of Kettering, to employ an old cliche, won't they, Robbie?
Yeah, they will. They, you know, they've shown again in this competition that they can get the job done, and again another good win.
These are the boys from York here, of course, celebrating. These are the Kettering lads.
Kettering lads, yeah. This is Moses Ashikodi, and this is them celebrating. This is York
in the dressing room.
Yeah. Good, great win against Crewe. I'm sure Crewe will say that they didn't get a break at the old Kit Kat Crescent.
The Kit Kat Crescent, as it is known, absolutely. I mean, but Kettering have been there before. Let's return to them, because they have got some previous, haven't they? Yeah, they're a decent team. They almost enjoy playing against league opposition, and well-worked goal today, set-piece routine, keep the ball alive. I think they're a really well-drilled side, and Mark Cooper, I think, is one of those young managers who's certainly building a reputation outside the Football League. And remember, last season he took his team all the way to the fourth round. This was against Fulham, Premier League opposition, and pushed Fulham all the way. And they'll be one of those that people want to avoid in the second round. And I think for those who don't really sort of follow affairs outside of the Football League, you know, they won't be aware of quite what a reputation and a pedigree Kettering are building. I mean, they're third in the conference and could well be a Football League team next year. Yeah, as I say, Mark Cooper's done a good job, I think, in terms of the players he brings in and the way he coaches them. And when they played Football League opposition, they've certainly held their own. I think it's what's known as a dangerous floater in tomorrow's draw. And likewise, York, I mean, give them credit. Extraordinary to turn that match around and win in such dramatic fashion. Yeah, an old friend of mine, Martin Foyles, there, really pleased for him to get a little bit of glory and get themselves in the second round. And they can sit down the pub tomorrow afternoon and wait for the draw.